Shalom. This video is about the question of who is a Jew. Now, sometimes I read in the media that somebody says they're Jewish, they identify as a Jew, but they have no connection, they've never been converted, they weren't born to a Jew, they just feel like they're Jewish. Well, it doesn't really work that way. I know we live in a society where people change political alliances and they change religions, but we're a people and we have rules about how one becomes a member of the people. You can't just say I'm a Jew. Although it's very nice, you want to be a Jew, so you can be a Jew. But here's how. Classically in the Bible, if you read the Bible, it's clear that it was the Father who determined who was a Jew. Then about 2,000 years ago, and we really don't know why, there's a lot of scholarly speculation, but we're really not sure. Maybe it has to do with the change in Roman law at the time, and it was easier to know who the mother is. For the last 2,000 years, it's been, the Jew is, if the mother's Jewish, you're Jewish. Now you, of course, have the question of surrogacy. Is it the birth mother or the egg provider? It turns out we believe it's the most medical ethicists believe it's the birth mother that determines if it's the Jew. Okay, well, some years ago, the Reform and Reconstructionist movements decided that it should be either. If either parent is Jewish and the child's raised as a Jew, they should be considered Jewish. And they call that the patrilineal option. The last 2,000 years, it's been matrilineal, the mother. Reform and Reconstructionists basically say either. And that's never been done it's never been before either in Jewish history. So what we have today is basically the Orthodox and conservatives say it's the mother. Reform and Reconstructionists say it's either. So I have the situation periodically where somebody comes to me who was raised in a Reform synagogue or a Reconstructionist synagogue, viewed as Jewish because their father was Jewish, the mother never converted. And the rabbis told them they're Jewish, they had a bat mitzvah, they've been fully Jewish, but in our eyes, and in the eyes of the Orthodox, they're technically not Jewish, so they need a conversion ceremony. So I convert them. So that leads us to the second way one can be Jewish, which is conversion. And again, the conservative rabbinate says, in order to convert, you have to undergo immersion, and if you're a male, you have to be circumcised. And if you're already circumcised, it has to be done ritually. So if it wasn't done ritually when you were born, then you have to have a symbolic circumcision of a drop of blood drawn from the site of circumcision and a blessing said by the mole or the person who does it. And you need a Beit Din, a religious tribunal. But if you convert traditionally, then you're Jewish. Now there is a big disagreement here. The Orthodox don't accept, in general, non-Orthodox conversions. That's their problem. We convert a lot of people and basically believe that if you're Jewish if you convert or if you're born to a Jewish mother. Now some years ago, the knesset in Israel put up for a vote a change in the law of return. The law of return basically is a law in Israel that says that anybody who's Jewish can be a citizen of Israel. And it's to protect Jews against a situation like the Holocaust where Jews had nowhere to go. The Orthodox wanted to change the language in the law of return to say that conversion had to be done according to halacha, which to exclude non-Orthodox Jews. And there was a big storm because it doesn't affect that many people who want to make Aliyah who were converted by non-Orthodox rabbis, but it symbolically was very hurtful to non-Orthodox Jewry. It was defeated by 2 votes out of 120 in the Knesset. So currently the law is that a convert from a non-Orthodox rabbi can be admitted under the law of return, but the ultra-Orthodox rabbis still run the issues in the country, and so they only recognize Orthodox conversions, not even all Orthodox conversions. So that largely is the issue of who is a Jew. In sum, traditionally, if you're born to a Jewish mother, or you convert traditionally, you're Jewish. The Reform and Reconstructionists say, if you are born to either a mother or a Jewish mother or father, and you're raised as a Jew, then you're Jewish. Or you can convert, and they have uneven standards. They don't all require immersion in a mikveh and circumcision. So that's basically the issue of who is a Jew.